Yo, so what's happening, my people? It's your boy Chance Jollivet, aka Smooth, back with another video. So tonight, what we talking about, man? Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 4, Episode 4. The way we were. So, man, what we've been going through. Rock is trying to set up her empire. She's trying to progress in the dope game and stuff. Meanwhile, in the background, Neek is trying to sabotage everything that he can to try to get at Rock behind the scenes and stuff, man. It's a lot going on with the Stark family, the Thomas family, whatever you want to call them or whatever. But let's get to it. So Marvin, he's still on his hitman type shit, man. Like, he been very violent this season and stuff, man. Been doing a lot of like little missions. So this right here, he goes, he kidnaps this dude and stuff. Turns out like he trying to be on a mission like for Rock. They trying to find ways to get closer to the plug, because Rock needs a partner to become the plug herself. So they just going about it in their own way. Did they have to go about it like that? Maybe not, but it seemed like they didn't really like Homeboy anyway, so they wanted to mess with it. Rock, she hurting from her mama's announcement and stuff, man. Her mama announced that she had cancer and stuff, and we see behind the scenes like why they can't stand their mama, because when their father committed suicide and stuff, like the mother, she kind of left the family by the wayside. Like, y'all gotta fend for yourselves. I gotta worry about myself because I'm all alone in this now. And they felt like, damn, when Pops died, we really needed a mama, and you was too worried about yourself instead of us. So now, like, Mom's is about to die and stuff, and she kind of wants to be forgave. And Rock is like, nah, you ain't about to clear your conscience now. Like, just because you want to be forgiven, it's not about to happen. So they got a lot of stuff in the family and stuff, man. So it's still some pain right there. Neek. So we see that the little dude, Neek, he robbed the place. But he let the little dude live. Every other place that he robbed, he killed everybody. But whenever he robbed Kanan's spot, he let the little dude. Is the little dude gonna be like a double agent? Did he let him live and it's gonna be like, okay, you're gonna report back to me and stuff like that? Because Neek is not let anybody live. So that was odd right there, man. I want to keep an eye on that situation right there. Or am I being paranoid? Crystal and Juke, like, Kanan sets up a little meeting with them. They used to be in butter together. They had a little beef. So they're gonna get to talk and try to bury the hatchet because they will be in each other's lives. Will they be cool again? I don't know about that, but it's a little thing that Kanan tried to set up or something, man. We introduced to Imani. So she's like an A&R type person that was sent by the label. Only reason why I'm mentioning her is because my spider sense entangling, I'm thinking that's probably going to be Lou's love interest this season. Because when a lady is introduced in the cast, it's usually with Lou. So I would think that they might get together. Kanan, he's still paying off his dues, man, because they killed what was it, Ronnie or whatever. So he got killed, Nick's brother, and now his debt is on Kanan. But Kanan got robbed and stuff, and he's learning a lot of lessons. Like, man, you gotta have an extra stash. You gotta be prepared for losses and stuff like that. So it's bumps and bruises, like he learning as he goes. Nick is getting impatient. He wants to show his face, but they're like, man, you got the biggest sense of surprise or whatever, and like you want to give all that up. But he's trying to get some allies as well. So he recruits another dude that used to be in like Rock Crew or whatever, like a disgruntled worker or whatever, because he got to get people together to go against Rock. So that's what he working on. Juke, she's at her bars and stuff, man. You know, she's trying to mingle with a new crowd and get some people that's like-minded with her, like the little LGBTQ scene and all that stuff right there. She gets assaulted. Whenever they leave and homeboy pushes her down, that's not gonna work out well right there. And that's a friend's husband and stuff, man. Like a lot of people, like some of the people there, they live in double lives and stuff like that. They got other things that they going through in their lives. That's their little escape and stuff. They finding themselves. Marvin puts Nick homeboy on with Stefano. So we're gonna see what that does. Will homeboy be loyal to Marvin because he's put in this situation, or will he sabotage this to put a drive a stake in between Marvin and Stefano? Because Stefano said that if this doesn't work out, it's gonna fall on you, Marvin. So will homeboy mess this up just to mess up Marvin's name and his standing with Stefano? We're gonna see how that goes. If Nick finds out anything about it, he's gonna sabotage it because that's just his thing. And speaking of sabotaging, Nick is sabotaging as much shit as possible for Rock. So he runs in there with the homeboy that he recruited. They shooting up the spot, like just trying to make it hot as hell for anything that Rock got going, trying to make the people uncomfortable that's working for Rock and stuff, trying to make people not want to work with her, period. They keep mentioning Famous's name, man, like on all the episodes and stuff. And if you notice, they got like ominous music playing in the background and stuff. So it makes it seem like diabolical. Like, what happened with Famous? Like behind the scenes, we hear that he got written off the show because he wanted more money and stuff. But then it's like, what did they do on the show? Did he go in WITSEC? Did he get killed? What happened with Famous, man? I guess we might find out at a certain point. But Kanan, he's trying to break away from Rock. He's trying to make his own moves. He goes try to meet with Stefan. He meets with Quan, and Quan is kind of like welcoming to him. But then when he meets with Stefano like, you should be happy that you got a mother that loves you. That's the only reason why I met with you, man. So look, go about your business, kid. So some people want to respect Kanan because he wants to move on his own, and some people like, you stupid kid, man. You got family that love you and stuff, man. Focus on that. So he has his own little obstacles that he going through with his situation. Marvin, he sees Juke's face. So you know how he is, and it's like, yeah, whoever did this is getting slaughtered. So Juke gonna point him in the direction of who did it. Rock is going to meet up with the plug. So she goes back to the spot, man. Homeboy is like, yeah, you're going to have to get in this car. You're going to have to trust me. And she meets with this cat, and it's like the shortest meeting in the world. You're like, yeah, if I meet with somebody, I got to blase. And then he just walks out. It was like the quickest plug meeting of all time. But he says that he's intrigued, so she one step closer to becoming the plug herself. We're going to see how that goes. Rock finds out about Andre's death. So the feds go to her spot and stuff, and Rock she playing it cool. Hey, that fit she got on and stuff, and like, man, she got a figure on her. Like, Rock is bad. But Rock, she played cool with the feds and stuff, and after they leave, it's like, oh, Andre was a big part of her work and stuff, man, because he was very valuable with the things that he did, the inside information he had, the connections and stuff like that. So, and at the end of the episode, Marvin goes to get vengeance for Juke. He whipping homeboy, but then he gets cut. And the thing about it is, Juke didn't want him to take his gun. So he goes in there, just hand-to-hand combat, and he whipping homeboy, but then he gets cut. And then the fight is more even. So Marvin is finally getting his. He getting whooped on. He about to die. Juke runs in with the gun. She catches a body. So we're going to see how that changes her character. Now she's more into the family business and stuff, man. Now will she have a bloodlust or whatever? How that's going to affect her subconscious or whatever. But hey, we're gonna see. Upcoming episode is more of the same. Like Neek is trying to sabotage, Rock is trying to elevate. Juke, she gonna have to like hide this murder ish right here. Lou trying to get the label thing off. They still trying to figure out what's going on with Famous. Where is he at? But it's getting a little better, man. It's getting a little better. The season started off slow, in my opinion, but now it's starting to pick up a little bit. But what are y'all thoughts, man? Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be a great. So the most hated man. I let you boy. Peace.